Okay, the number one problem with the projects was sloppiness, laziness, just scribbling a whole bunch of stuff down and turning it in on a raggedy piece of paper as though that was going to be acceptable. The number two problem was a failure to properly calculate the area of the walls and the areas of the floors. And if you put both those two problems together, you have a bunch of students earning 50s and 60s. So here is a sketch that I made of a house. Your house needs to be at least this big. I had houses where the bedrooms were 4 feet by 6 feet. That doesn't make any sense. You need to take a little bit of realism. Think about your own house. Look around the room you're in right now, and your kitchen, and your dining room, and your front door, and the layout of your house. Think about your friends' houses. And then put something down on paper that is along the lines of the kind of house you would like to live in, or at least the sort of house that you're familiar with. And do the floor plan. You can go online and look at floor plans like we did, but produce an acceptable looking sketch. And keep in mind that each box is supposed to be worth 4 square feet. So each little line segment is worth 2 feet. And then on a separate piece of paper, you need a list of your rooms, and then a column, a place where you're going to write your floor area, and another place where you're going to write your wall area. It doesn't have to be laid out like I've done here, but this is a good way to do it. And then it needs to match. I need to be able to look, okay, bedroom number 1, and whoops, well, both of these are 1, so let's make that one bedroom 1, and then bedroom 2. So let's find the areas we need for the bedroom number 1, the floor area. The area of a rectangle, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So the area of that room, and don't write the dimensions in there. That's what this chart that you're doing on the second page is for. 12 by 14. So the square footage of that room is 168 square feet. Now the wall area is just a lateral surface area calculation. Find the perimeter, and then we said we're going to multiply by 10, make the ceilings 10 feet high just to make the calculations easy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Or we already counted this. It's 14 by 12. 12 and 12 is 24. 14 and 14 is 28. So 24 and 28 is 52. So this room has a perimeter of 52 feet. 52 feet times 10-foot walls or 10-foot high ceilings is 520 square feet on the walls. And now go to your next room. Here, I've got this bathroom here, this one here maybe. I'll call this bathroom 2. So bathroom 1, same thing, the area of the floor, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6. 10 times 6, the area of the floor of bathroom 1 is 60 square feet. The area on the walls will be 6 plus 6 plus 10 plus 10, that's for 32. 32 times 10 is 320 square feet for the area on the wall. And you keep going that way until you've filled in this entire chart with a floor area for each room and a wall area for each room. Some rooms are sort of oddly shaped, but that doesn't really change much of what you're going to do. The area of the master bedroom, you've got really just 2 rectangles here. You've got 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this little chunk right here is 40 square feet. And then you have this rectangle here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So 18 times, what did I say here, 12. 18 times 12. That's fine to use a calculator. is 216 plus the area of this little space here, which was 40 square feet. So plus 40, that's 256. So the floor area for the master bed is 256 square feet. And the wall area, you just find the perimeter of this shape here, 2 foot per square, and multiply by 10. Once you've got all your numbers in there, you go through and you decide what rooms you're going to put carpet in, what rooms you're going to put hardwood floor in, what rooms you're going to put tile in, and you start doing your math. So here I said I'm going to put bedrooms, family room, and closets are all going to be carpeted, and the carpet's going to cost, and I don't know, go look online. Look for the cost of carpet online at Home Depot or Lowe's. If you can't Google search the cost of carpet, something's wrong. Per square foot. And then you'll take that cost per square foot and you'll add up the total floor area of all the rooms that you're going to carpet. So whatever the total of my master bedroom, my bedroom 1, my bedroom 2, I said I'm going to put carpet in this family room here and this closet. Add up all the areas of those floors, because that's where I want carpet, multiply them by whatever the cost per square foot was, and then fill in the total cost, and you'll deduct that from 10,000. Do the same thing for the other floors. I said the kitchen and the dining room, I'm going to put hardwood floor there, and I put this little dashed line to indicate that's where the hardwood floor is going to stop. Find the area of the kitchen and dining room, multiply it by the cost of the hardwood floor, and write down the total cost. I'm going to tile the bathrooms, and I think I wrote it in here. Maybe this hallway would be tiled, or maybe that would be more hardwood or just more carpet. But you would need to include every room, and then multiply by the cost of the tile or whatever the flooring is, and write it down. And then for the paint, you look up the cost of paint online at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever, and find a cost per gallon. We Googled in class to find that about 1 gallon of paint will cover about 400 square feet. So let's say I totaled up all of my wall area, and while I have not done all of those calculations here, I totaled up all my wall area the way you're going to do, and let's say we just got 5,600 feet for the total surface area of the walls. Well, if 1 gallon is going to paint 400 square feet, divide that by 400, I know I'm going to need 14 gallons of paint to paint my house. And if you came out with a less even number, say you got 5,750, divide that by 400, and you're not going to need 14.375 gallons. Paint is sold by the gallon, so you'll need to buy 15 gallons of paint, and then multiply 15 by the cost of your paint and record the total cost of paint that you had to buy to paint the walls. I even managed to fit my backyard on here, no problem. I had this little patio here indicating that maybe this is concrete, I don't know. Probably would be, or maybe it's a wood deck, but in either case you don't have to pay for this part, the patio, that's just back there. You don't have to pay for the grass, you don't have to pay for the swimming pool or the hot tub. You've just got to calculate the volume of your swimming pool. So suppose your swimming pool is going to be 6 feet deep on average, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So 20 times 12 times 6, that's the volume of the swimming pool, and you just fill that in right here and tell me what the volume of your swimming pool is. Your hot tub is supposed to be circular, as hot tubs often are, and say the radius of this tub is probably 3. So record the radius and then do your volume formula for a cylinder. Maybe your hot tub's only 3.5 feet deep, and you record the depth, record the radius, and then tell me the volume of your hot tub. It is that simple. And then the last step is you take whatever remaining money you have. Like I said, this part won't cost you money. The volume of the hot tub and the swimming pool won't cost you money. The paint will, and the flooring will cost you money, and that should cost a fair chunk of change depending on how much you spend. But anyhow, take whatever's left, subtract that from $10,000 and take whatever's left and come up with a finance sheet. Okay, well I have $2,000 left, so I'll buy a sofa, and that's going to cost me however much. Well, then I'm going to buy an easy chair, and that'll cost me however much. And then I want a big screen TV, and keep buying stuff that you would want to fit in your imaginary house, and record those things on a separate page. Hopefully you have more than $2,000 left over. Hopefully you have $4,000 or $5,000 to furnish your home with. And then that's what you turn in. You turn in a decent looking sketch with nicely labeled rooms, and a clear picture where I can see what's what. You turn in some sort of record of both the square footage of the floor of each room and the square footage of the wall area, the lateral surface area of the walls of each room. And then you record the cost of your flooring and the total cost, the cost per square foot, and the total cost that you spent on that kind of flooring. And if you did multiple kinds of flooring, you do that several times. You record the cost of your paint and how much it cost you to paint all the walls, the volume of your swimming pool, the volume of your hot tub. This is all stuff we did this year. We did volume of rectangular prisms. We did volume of cylinders. This is no problem. This is stuff you can do. And then just record the stuff and subtract down until you're out of money. And if you want, you can take some leftovers and put it in a savings account. You suppose I had $855 left over. So I put it in savings. And then go to Wells Fargo or Amplify or Bank of America or A Plus Credit Union. Go somewhere, find a savings account, and say the account, whatever it earns whatever percent interest after 10 years. And it'll be compound interest, I assure you. That's the way all modern savings accounts work. After 10 years, I should have, and then, so say you found a 2% interest rate somewhere. You invest $855 at 2% compound interest for 10 years, and you record how much money you had. This is not rocket science. This is something that could have been done in 2 or 3 days easily. But since if you don't take full advantage of your class time, then here you are doing it again at home now. So there you go. I wish you the best, and please put some effort into this and produce quality work.